Hi guys, it's me again. I was going to do a video about me making the planchet for the Ouija board that I'm going to use in the upcoming video, but I don't have time for that because I was actually on the phone with my friend and didn't realize that it was almost midnight. So I'm just going to tell you a short, kind of creepy story. The first time I ever used a Ouija board, I was about 10 or 12, and I had a friend come over who had never come over before, and it was Halloween night, and we were sitting on the floor, and at the time I was absolutely obsessed with this actress named Grayson Hall, and she died in 1985. And she was Julia Hoffman on the really old Dark Shadows, which I still love Dark Shadows to this day. It's an awesome TV show. But, so I was at the time trying to contact the spirit of Grayson Hall, and it never really worked. We got a person who said that they were Grayson, but then they were giving all kinds of wrong information and stuff like that. So I don't know if it was the girl trying to mess with me, or if there was actually some kind of spirit here that was also trying to mess with me. But a couple of weeks later, I decided to do like a ghost investigation in my own house. And I had actually been using the Ouija board with a couple of friends up until that point, and I had just learned about EVP. And if you don't know what EVP is, I will leave a comment in the, or I'll leave a description. And but I decided to do one of those, and we asked, if you have a daughter, give us a sign. And we waited for a little bit, and then we said, if you have a son, give us a sign. And about 5 seconds after I said that, the phone rang, and we didn't have caller ID or anything because that was pretty high-edge technology, you know, at the time. And it sounded like there was a full-fledged dinner party going on in the background. It was just really weird. And I heard what sounded just like Grayson. And she was laughing, talking to someone as she was walking over to the phone. And like I could hear high heels and dishes clinking and other people talking. It sounded like there were 15 to 20 people. And she was just laughing as she picked up the phone and hung it up. And we called the number back to see if it was like a wrong number or something, and somebody answered, some old guy answered the phone, and he said he had not called, and that nobody was living with him, he wasn't having a party, he wasn't, you know, none of that, and there had not been a phone call outgoing from that phone. So we don't know exactly what that was about, but as it turns out, she does in fact have a son. So I kind of like to think that that is her, that was actually her trying to sort of communicate with somebody who ended up being her fan years after she died. Actually, I think it was about 10 years after she died. But anyway, I had a really strange childhood, and I have a lot of really weird stories to tell about that. But that is for another time. And so this is my first weird encounter with a Ouija board. Bye.